Today we're going to be doing live video reviews where I'm going to tell you why things actually did go viral or why the videos I'm going to show you sucked. So this video is terrible, and this is how most of your guys' videos actually look in the very beginning, which is totally fine as a beginner, but what actually is bad about this video? Number one is this video wasn't even really about the product. You just show the product for a couple of seconds, but in reality the whole thing was about the steak, which is bad because you cannot really even tell that somebody's selling anything here. The second thing is also that the quality of the video is just bad. Like, it looks low quality generally, and on top of that the text is way too big and in the middle, and it just makes everything feel not native. It doesn't look like a regular TikTok video. On top of that, the cuts in between the clips are super weird, and the music just stops out of nowhere before the video even stops. Those things actually matter. I'm not even sure if I can play the music here in this video, but just so you know that. This one again, super bad. Why? Number one, everything is really chaotic. Everything is just a mess. You see so many things in the background. You have music with words, which is way too loud, versus text-to-speech. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to play the music here, but just keep this in mind. If you have text-to-speech, it should be dominating the video. You cannot have a song with words, which is way too loud, and then you have two words basically being said at the same time in the soundtrack and in the voiceover, and everything just seems super messy. On top of that, you literally see the light, which you use to make the scene better, but it sucks because you see the light as well, and it's not just a bright scene. And also the clips generally are way too short, and it makes things feel super chaotic. The last thing I want to say here is the text is foreign to the platform. This is a text which is not being used by viral videos. Like, if you look at not organic creators, if you look at general TikTok videos which went super viral, you're never ever gonna see this text. And this means that you should not use it. Because one feeling you should always avoid, people seeing your video and it just sticks out, because people instantly associate that either with ads or with something which is bad, and they basically keep scrolling. You need to make things look as native as possible. All right, now let me show you one really good account of the same exact product, but the execution of the video was just spot on. There's two things which are really good about this video. Number one is the target audience is very clear. This is a very common scenario where you just want to watch something, but also you want to eat. And it makes it seem like it's actually a really cool solution to just make your food in bed. Now, what this video does here, it makes two things go through your mind. Number one, is this pot not going to burn the blanket? Because that's how it seems like. Obviously, we associate pots while cooking as being hot. So you put it on the blanket and people instantly start commenting that. And on top of that, you showcase the benefit of the product. Obviously, it doesn't burn the blanket, and it just shows how good the product actually is. And also, similar to regular cooking videos, the cutting is synchronized to the music, as well as having this fast pace and just showing the whole thing step by step. It's a general rule where you kind of tell a story because you show exactly how you cooked the meal, and it's a step-by-step process, and it's showcased very well here. One thing which could have been improved here is just making everything a little bit more fast-paced. And I have one really good example of this, which is not a dropshipping video at all, but it showcases exactly what I mean. I hope you can tell how smooth this video feels just because everything is so perfectly edited and the transitions are just so smooth and everything is so quick and perfectly synced with this ASMR sound as well. Now here there's two things which actually spike controversy. Number one is that you see the Netflix logo without any movie playing. Obviously, by just having the Netflix logo there, you instantly represent watching movies, but at the same time, people are commenting that he's just watching the Netflix logo, which is weird, right? And this was the same exact thing on the first video as well. However, the second thing he does really well here is the chicken is a little bit raw. It's not too crazy and not too obvious, and this is exactly how you should do controversy. Because I see so many people doing the controversy completely wrong, and here, for example, you could have made the chicken completely raw, and it just doesn't look cooked at all. And it's, for example, like literally pink or something. Here, it's not that obvious that the chicken is uncooked, but you can clearly tell that it's not good. And this is also what people are commenting on, and because it's a little bit more subtle, it actually makes people feel smart about commenting and noticing. They feel like they are the smart person who actually noticed that the chicken is uncooked. If it's super obvious, people will obviously see it, and you don't feel special about seeing it. And now let's take a look on the most viral video which this account has. Now, why this went so viral and it has 17 million views is just because it's a wild idea. The execution of the videos are good all the time on this account. However, this idea was really good specifically because the controversy is so high. People are commenting how disgusting the room is gonna smell. Here again, you made it very easy to comment something like this because you're literally frying something in your bedroom. And on top of that, it seems very dangerous because you have so much oil in there, and people are commenting how to start an oil fire and stuff like that, and people are going to burn themselves, and these things people are going to comment super easy. Now let me show you the best video which was ever created for this product. And keep in mind the cooking video I showed you before, how everything was super clean in terms of transitions and the cuts, and how everything just felt like this ASMR video. Take a look at this now. Now, I'm not going to show you the full video because it's 2 minutes, but you obviously can tell how perfect the ASMR was executed and how clean everything looks. This is a 10 out of 10 perfect video. This is also why it has almost 70 million views. Number one, the timing here was great because it was posted around Thanksgiving, and it actually was a Thanksgiving meal which was cooked. On top of that, there were many controversy points. Like, number one, he literally assaulted that fucking turkey. And number two, again, the turkey was a little bit undercooked like usual. The next thing is he again was cooking everything on the bed, and the bed sheets were actually white, which makes it a little bit more edgy because again, more people are going to comment about the bed sheets getting dirty. Now let me show you two accounts. One which started with bad content and it stayed pretty much bad, and then another one which had super bad content in the beginning, but they turned it around and actually made it really good. Let's start with the one which remained bad from the beginning till the end. This is the best video which the entire account has, and it's not super bad, but it's not good enough to actually go viral. This has like 80k views or something, and the main problems are this. The hook is not interesting enough. Number two is the camera is a little bit shaky, and it makes the whole video just look a little bit off. And then also, if you compare this to the white bed sheets and stuff like that, it just looks so much cleaner because this coloring generally looks a little bit off. Here, what they did well at least was again the raw chicken, which obviously is a concept which generally works, and they again also didn't overdo it and just made it super raw, but they actually made it a little bit controversial. Also, some of the controversy is that the chicken generally is a little bit too red outside, and this also made a lot of people comment. Also here, what maybe was not even that bad of an idea was this question of why did it get smaller? The intention here is making people comment, that's what she said, or something like that. However, in this video, it just didn't work out that well, and people didn't comment it, but I don't mind the idea. It's actually not that bad. And here, what you probably should have split tested, normal lights versus flashlights, because you can clearly tell from the most viral videos, this product works a little bit better when it's dark, but you have like a strong flashlight in the bedroom. Now, let me give a shout out to the account MyNoodlePot01. This was actually an account which started out with terrible videos, and then it turned around and started to become really good. So let's take a look at the first videos versus the ones which actually went viral. So what's so bad about their first video here is there's no camera movement whatsoever. The pace is super slow, and also this whole slow movement just makes you want to scroll away. You need to keep in mind the attention span of people who are scrolling around on Reels or on TikTok. It's very fucking short, and you need to make sure that these people are entertained by your stuff. If you make something like this, people are instantly going to scroll away. On top of that, the video quality is really bad. There's no controversy whatsoever, literally zero, and the background does not look aesthetic at all. There's literally no good hook. However, they actually managed to turn things around and started crushing in the end. And this is the same exact product, the same exact account, but an amazing video. First of all, you can just tell the difference between this hook and the first one because it doesn't seem that boring anymore. Everything is also way faster paced. It's a little bit too slow still, but it's so much better than the first one. And also, again, he's cooking in bed. And the controversy here is he's cooking the ramen wrong. And everybody's commenting, imagine not even being able to cook ramen the right way. And then again, he did things right with the Netflix background. People are commenting, your Netflix is bugging. Bro made an entire pack of ramen and his Netflix still didn't load, and things like that. This was a lot of information on one product. But the problem is, if you do your own videos, it's very important that someone looks at them and tells you what is good about the videos and what is bad. And this is exactly what we're doing in the program. We have an entire team of people who went super viral, who are all going to look at your videos and tell you what is good, what is bad. And we're just going to constantly analyze and make things better. And if we take a look at your videos and always tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing good, you will go viral eventually. It's a skill. And the reason why these videos go viral is not by accident or not because they got lucky. It's because the videos are good. And this is something which is very teachable and learnable. So if you're interested in us reviewing everything you do and obviously also reviewing the products you actually test, you can click the link below, sign up for a call, and we're going to see if it's a good fit.